Hello everyone, welcome to another video on our channel News Faster. We're back with more tributes. This video features a list of American big celebrities who died recently or within the last few days. Number 1. Quincy Jones. Legendary musician Quincy Jones has died today. He was 91. Arnold Robinson, Jones's spokesman, told the Associated Press that Jones passed away on Sunday, November 3rd, in his Los Angeles home while his family was there. According to AP, the family released a statement saying, "We must share the news of our father and brother Quincy Jones passing tonight, with full but broken hearts. We celebrate the wonderful life he led and know there will never be another like him, even though this is an incredible loss for our family." Rashida Jones, Kidada Jones, Kenya Kinsky Jones, Quincy Jones III, Jolie Jones, Levine, Martina Jones, and Rachel Jones are the musician's children. Nea Jones, Quincy Renzo, Delight Jones IV, and Isaiah Jones Koenig are his grandchildren. Quincy Brown, an actor and musician named after the legendary singer, is his godchild. Jones has received a record 80 nominations since 1961, making him the second most Grammy-awarded musician of all time with 28 wins. The legendary musician has won 3 Grammys for Producer of the Year and 2 Grammys for Album and Song of the Year. In 1974, at the age of 41, he almost avoided death. After undergoing brain surgery to treat a brain aneurysm, the music prodigy was informed that he had a second aneurysm that was about to burst. He had surgery once more. He was informed at the time that his chances of survival were 1 in 100. Jones told GQ in 2018 that he joined the National Guard at the age of 14 after escaping the home of his violent stepmother, who he said didn't address him by name until he was 57. Extreme bigotry greeted him when he lied and claimed to be 18 in order to join. At this time, a trailway bus struck him and a group of pals while they were traveling to a rodeo in Yakima. He claims that he was devastated by the horrific scene and that everyone else in the automobile perished except for him. A few years later, he tried to take driving lessons but just couldn't do it and hasn't driven since. The Chicago native, who was born on March 14, 1933, initially gained notoriety as a trumpet player in bands that featured jazz greats like Dizzy Gillespie and Lionel Hampton. As a producer and arranger, Jones has contributed to the success of a number of legendary musicians, such as Aretha Franklin, Paul Simon, Michael Jackson, Frank Sinatra, and others. He produced Jackson's well-known 1982 hit song Beat It. Jones not only produced the hit but also invited late music master Eddie Van Halen to play the now iconic guitar solo. Jones's 1974 album Body Heat peaked at number 6 on the Billboard 200 chart. He has released 13 Hot 100 songs and a string of top 20 albums. Number 2. Chris Radcliffe. According to his news station, a well-liked Texas news anchor who was characterized as a warm, humorous, and compassionate person passed away suddenly on Wednesday at the age of 51. Chris Radcliffe worked for 22 years at the local Texas TV station, NBC affiliate KCEN 6 News, which announced his unexpected passing during its evening newscast. During a tearful tribute, Lindsay Liepman, co-anchor of Radcliffe, said, "Chris sat in the chair right beside me, and he was the best. He was simply the best. Funny, sincere, and intelligent. I think you all could tell at home that I looked forward to working with Chris every single night. This place was enjoyable. Chris never took his role for granted and adored our community." Through tears, Liepman remarked, "I would have disregarded our producer's cues to rap and just laughed a little longer at all of his jokes if I had known yesterday was going to be our last newscast together. I would have expressed my gratitude to him for everything he has taught me and shared with all of you viewers, but that is the way things are now." Before a sister station in Austin took over for the rest of the show, the station paid their respects to their deceased colleague. "I hope you understand, but I just can't get through the newscast tonight," Liepman said in closing. It was not disclosed what caused his death. According to KCEN, Radcliffe, a native of California, began working for the station in 2002 as a sports anchor before spending 9 years as the morning anchor for Texas Today, a daily morning program that covers local news, entertainment, sports, and weather. After that, the well-known newscaster transitioned to evening news, providing his viewers in Central Texas with the most recent headlines and breaking news. According to the outlet, he covered a number of significant events over his 20 years at the station, including the Twin Peaks motorcycle gunfight, the West Fertilizer plant disaster, the Lady Bears' 3 national titles, the Baylor men's basketball scandal, the Columbia split over Texas, and 2 shootings at Fort Hood. In addition, Radcliffe produced and presented 200 episodes of the station's weekly Money Talks program, which aimed to educate viewers about their finances. He was recognized as the Waco Tribune-Herald on-air television personality of the year for 6 consecutive years. The veteran newsman, who graduated from California State University at Long Beach, worked on the radio in Nebraska and California before joining KCN. KCEN/CAG's president and general manager Rob Dwyer remarked, "KCEN and the Central Texas community lost a truly wonderful person." Number 3. Nicholas Ball. According to his agent, actor Nicholas Ball passed away at the age of 78. In the BBC soap opera EastEnders, the actor portrayed gangster Terry Bates, who assaulted Peggy Mitchell, Barbara Windsor, while destroying the Queen Victoria pub. In the drama Footballers' Wives, he played the club's chairman and former rock star Gary Ryan. Ball passed away following a short illness, according to a statement from his management, adding that his successful acting career on stage and screen spanned an impressive 6 decades. He played the major role of James Jim Hazel, the protagonist of the private detective series Hazel. Gordon Williams and football player Terry Venables developed the character, a former Cockney police officer who published books under the pen name P.B. Ewell. Ball also had appearances in episodes of the drama The Crez, the comedy Red Dwarf and The Young Ones, and the crime series Jonathan Creek, Hustle, Heartbeat, and Bergerac. In addition, he starred in both big and small-scale motion pictures, such as the Jilly Cooper version of The Man Who Made Husbands Jealous, the crime drama The Craze, Dead Man Walking, the thriller Rogue Male, and the war drama Overlord. Ball recently starred alongside Coronation Street actress Rula Lenska in the 2024 rural drama The Kingdom by the Sea. Ada, Ball's widow, is the only survivor of the Leamington Spa native. Ball was previously married to Pamela Stevenson, a comedy actress who later became a therapist after meeting on the set of Not the 9 O'Clock News, the second wife of comic Sir Billy Connolly. Number 4. Elanor Copa. The family of Emmy-winning novelist, filmmaker, and artist Elanor Copa revealed in a statement that she died on Friday, April 12th at her home in Rutherford, California. Her age was 87. The well-known documentary director Coppola won an Emmy in 1992 for Hearts of Darkness, which examined the infamously challenging production of her husband Francis Ford Coppola's Apocalypse Now. In addition, she directed the romantic comedies Love is Love is Love, 2020, and Paris Can Wait in 2016. Numerous galleries and museums throughout the world have shown her visual art, which includes conceptual pieces, drawings, and photographs. In 2014, the Sonoma Valley Art Museum held a retrospective of her work. In addition to her own creative accomplishments, Coppola is renowned for being the head of a well-known movie family. She raised 3 children with her husband Francis, all of whom went on to work in the film industry. The most well-known work by Francis Ford Coppola is The Godfather, which was released in 1972 and is considered a classic of the American gangster genre. Coppola died just as her husband was about to release his long-awaited, independently produced epic, Metropolis, which will have its Cannes Film Festival debut next month. In addition to her brother William Neal and his wife Lisa, she is survived by her husband Francis Ford Coppola, her son Roman, his wife Jen, and their children Pascal, Marcello, and Alessandro. Her daughter Sofia, her husband Thomas, and their children Romy and Cosima. Her granddaughter Gia, her husband Honor, and their child Beaumont. At the age of 87, Emmy-winning director Elanor Copa dies. Coppola had recently completed her third memoir, according to her relatives. She wrote in the manuscript, "I appreciate how my unexpected life has stretched and pulled me in so many extraordinary ways, and taken me in a multitude of directions beyond my wildest imaginings." Number 5. Jill Tracy. At the age of 60, Jill Tracy, the adored media personality best known for her work with Hot 105 FM Miami, passed away on Friday. At the time of her passing, Tracy, who had been a well-known voice on South Florida radio for over 30 years, was also a candidate for the District 2 position on the Hollywood City Commission. She previously promoted diversity in journalism while serving as president of the South Florida branch of the National Association of Black Journalists, NABJ. Tracy most recently worked with Hot 105 for over 10 years, serving in a variety of capacities. In addition to hosting her own show, Hot Talk with Jill Tracy, on Sunday nights at 11 p.m., she was the news director and co-host of the Ricky Smiley Morning Show throughout the week. In June, she was unceremoniously let go from the radio station due to financial difficulties. Tracy was born in Detroit, but her career as a gossip columnist really took off in South Beach. She would eventually return to Miami after working at a number of other positions across the nation. Over the course of her lengthy career, Tracy went on to make a lasting impression on the town she grew to love. She taught for Urgent Inc., a community development group that uses media to empower young people to change their neighborhoods. In addition, she devoted her time and money to the Cultural Heritage Alliance on Tourism, NFL Sisters in Service, YWCA of Miami, the Embrace Girls Foundation, and the NABJ chapter she previously led. According to a GoFundMe created in her memory, Jill Tracy was more than just a co-worker. She was a beloved member of the South Florida community, known for her warmth, humor, and unwavering support for others. Those she touched throughout her life will continue to be inspired and uplifted by her legacy. According to the page, Tracy had health issues before to her passing, but her resilience and determination never wavered. Tracy's funeral plans will be revealed soon.